Hello there, you're welcome. This is Mike Earn, and we're looking at the weekly Forex market forecast. And we're looking at the EURUSD, GBPUSD, USDCHF, and the USDJPY currency pairs in this video. So let's get started right away. Now for EURUSD, on the daily time frame, we're looking at daily time frame, and you see that if you go back to the last video of the analysis I made, I told you I expected price to come into the zone and then push higher, and it has done just that, right? And it has also hit the profit target. So, but what will I be looking out for the new week? Taking a look at the weekly time frame, we see it's been a very bearish currency pair. It's been a very bearish pair. We had this range for some time, and then we are seeing this drop again. So it's still, I think it favors more bears, so we have to be careful if we're looking out for buys. But what would I be looking out for? What I'll be looking out for, I would like to see price come into this 1.01998 zone and give us a bullish day close above that zone. If price gives us a bullish day close above this zone, then I can go for a 1-to-1 RR right there, a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio right there for a buy. And why am I saying 1-to-1? I'm saying 1-to-1 because this is a very bearish currency pair right now, so you have to be careful. But you know, any analysis I make is subject to your own confirmation. So if it meets your confirmation, you might want to go for that. Also, another scenario is this: if I see price come into the zone, this 1.04666 or the 1.05181, if price comes into either of those zones and gives a bearish day close below any of those zones, I would also look out for a sell. I would look out for a sell and maybe go for a 1-to-1 as well, right? Even though it's a bearish move, I might just go for a 1-to-1. And the reason is that I'm not impressed. This is not much of an extended move, right? If what we saw was price pushing as high as this, if we saw price push as high as this, then I can, suggest that you can go for a 2-to-1. I mean 2-to-1 or even more than that to even see if price will come back to this zone, right? Because that's a very good extended move that you can look out for bigger moves, right? And that's the 1.06402 zone. So that is for the Euro USD analysis. If we see price come into either of these zones and give us bearish day closes, don't forget the execution time frame is the daily time frame, right? If price comes into either of those zones and give us bearish day closes, then you can go for sales. You can go for 1-to-1 sales right there. So now let's go to the GBPUSD. For the GBPUSD currency pair, this is what I'll be expecting. This is what I'll be expecting. If price is currently at a major zone, right? But I would like to see price come back into the zone. GBPUSD, let's take a quick look at what it's currently saying. It's also quite bearish, even though we've seen this higher high, but we're seeing another drop right now that is challenging this it's challenging this low right here, right? So there's a possibility it breaks below that zone, but for now, what would I be expecting? I'll be expecting to see price come into either of these zones, the 1.20820 or the 1.20551 zones. And if price gives us a bullish day close at either of those zones, then you can go for a 1-to-1. If it meets your confirmation, you can go for a 1-to-1 at either of those zones if price shows up. Yeah, so that's what I'll be looking out for GBP USD. Now for USDCHF. For USDCHF, what are we going to do? Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame of USDCHF. We can see it's been quite bearish, but we see this, well, I call it a range right now. It looks like a range. So, but I'm still in support of the bearish move or the bearish expectation. So for now, we see price at this area. What I'll be looking out for is I'd like to see price come into this 0.91913 zone and then give us a bearish day close below that zone. If price gives us a bearish day close below that zone, on the lower time frame like H4 is going to be a double top. Right, let me go back to this. On the H4 is going to be a double top, and that will be another good scenario to get in. So we can go for a 1-to-1 or even much more, and we can trade this USDCHF opportunity. If we see it back, we can sell into the 0.90303 zone. Yeah, 0.90303 zone. So if we see price come into this 0.91913 zone and give us a bearish day close below that zone, then we can sell into the 0.90303 zone and take our profits, or we can just play safe and go for a 1-to-1 and move on, take our profit, because this strategy already is quite high probability. So going for a 1-to-1 over time will definitely make you profitable. Going for a 1-to-1 over time, following my analysis and going for a 1-to-1 over time will definitely make you profitable. But we also like to see opportunities where we can get something like a 1-to-3, 1-to-5, 1-to-6, or even sometimes 1-to-40, 50, or 80, as much as possible, and even much more than that. So that's what I'll be expecting for USDCHF rather. That if price comes into this 0.91913 zone, we should expect, and it gives us a bearish day close below that zone, we can go for a sell, a 1-to-1, or even more. Right? But if price also pushes higher than that, if price pushes higher and comes into, price comes from this close of Friday and pushes higher to the 0.92444, whether it does it next week or not, we can, and gives us a bearish day close below that zone, we can also go for a 1-to-1 sell, or trade it into this 0.90303 or even lower if possible. All these things are possibilities, yeah. Now, what if price doesn't push higher when the new week, when price opens, when the market opens rather? What if price pushes into this zone, into this 0.90303 zone? What if price does that? Well, I would expect that if it gives us a bullish day close below that zone, above that zone rather, I would expect that you go for a buy, go for a 1-to-1, and be comfortable, be okay with that. That will be for USDCHF. Now let's go for USDJPY. Now for USDJPY, the zones of interest are still quite far off, but there's nothing wrong if we look out for zones where we can trade. So this is what I'll be expecting for USDJPY. First, I'm tempted to look at this zone. I'm tempted to look at this zone as a zone of interest, right? But I'm not impressed because it has not really sent the market back big time. Right, we see something like that happen here, but it didn't really push the market lower. We see something like that happen here, but it didn't really push the market higher. It's actually dropped the next day. So it actually dropped like 2 days later. Now, what am I going to look out for? So I'm not going to look out for these zones. So I'm just going to look out for the usual zones right here. If price comes into this 151.831 zone and it gives us a bullish day close above that zone, then we can go for an opportunity to buy. You can go for a 1-to-1 or much more than a 1-to-1. This might be another leg of the trend. You never know. You can go for a 5-to-1 or even much more, or just trade the market to another zone, or maybe you can trade the market to this zone, to this height that I spoke about earlier. Even though I'm not going to look at it as a place of interest, but I can see it, I can take it as a place of as a profit target, right? Just to take profits and move on. Now, what if price doesn't do that? What if price just pushes higher and comes into this 161.741 zone? Well, if price gives us a bearish day close below that zone, you can go for a 1-to-1. Go for a 1-to-1. In fact, maybe less than a 1-to-1, because this is a very bullish currency pair right now, and you don't want to overstay your welcome. You don't want to be selling too much when the market is bullish, because that might, that might burn your fingers. So that's what I'll be expecting that's what I'll be looking out for, or predicting that you go for a sell, a 1-to-1 sell when you do the USDJPY currency pair. When you're going for a sell on the USDJPY currency pair, because it is currently very bullish, very, very bullish. So that will be for the USDJPY currency pair. I'd like to let you know about some of the services I offer. Now, this one is the Mike Earn account management service. So if you let us trade your account, you get as much as 25% profits and even much more. Yeah, I know 20% is written there, but just to let you know what you can get, you can get as much as a 25% profit and much more. Trading, letting us trade your Forex account, right? And also, if you refer someone to use our service, you get a 15% commission from our own part of the profit. Yes, my part of the profit, you get a 15% commission for that one. For my part of the profit, you get a 15% commission. Now if you have a trading account, you want us to trade for you, you will get as much as a 25% monthly profit, and even much more, yes, much more. And why is that? Because we use highly profitable trading systems that have been tested and trusted over the years. So it's just the best that you can go for. Now, I also have the premium Forex Signals service that goes for $200 monthly. Now you can subscribe to this as well, but there's a beautiful part of it. Currently, I am doing a 1-month free signal service. I'm giving out free signals for 1 month. Yes, you heard me right. Free signals for 1 month. Just to let people know what they get when they subscribe to this. They get highly profitable trading signals, right? Highly profitable trading signals that have been tested and trusted over the years. Highly profitable trading signals that are derived from trading systems that are tested and trusted over the years. So you just, you have nothing to worry about. You just join the group and wait for the signals and see the results for yourself, and you decide, if you want to buy the premium Forex Signal service. Don't forget, it's just 1 month and it will soon, be over, right? But if you're watching this after the 1 month has elapsed, you have to pay $200, and my DM is available. Come into my DM, chat me up, and let me know you are ready to come on board. And the beautiful thing about this is that you get much more than the money you're paying. The value you're getting is a lot more than the money you are paying for the signals. And also, there's also this part where we encourage people who refer others to our business. We encourage them and give them a 10% commission as well. So all these things are just, all these commissions and referrals are just to encourage people, to get others to do business with us. So if you're ready to get to join us, if you're ready to join Mike Earn and make a lot of money trading the forex market, my DM is open. Come in and let's talk. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.